Hello loves, this is Bunny here, back again with another video. And today, I don't know if I'm going to pull any cards. I kind of just wanted to get on here and talk. That's really why I made this YouTube, was just really to come on here and talk. But then I was like, what am I going to talk about today? Let's flip that over. Like, the thing is, I also didn't want to show my face. Not because I'm ugly or anything, but I'm like, I gotta go get ready and just like do stuff and prepare for that. And I was like, I don't feel like doing that today. And as you can see, I also don't have my nails done, but I did put lotion on today, and what a difference. I don't know if it's like zoomed in good or what, but like, this is gonna have to do. I'm just talking, so like, you know, the visual is just there for visual purposes. So I was like kind of thinking like, I keep hitting this, man. Hopefully this lighting's good. Let me see. Yeah, well, hopefully that's good. But, yeah, because I was thinking like, what am I going to talk about today? But then I had put this plant over here, and it's got a lot of new growth on it. I don't really want to turn the camera, but let me see. I'll pull one out and show you guys my little propagations. Can you see like that little piece right there? I don't know how like zoomed it is, but I was looking at this, and yeah, basically I was like, basically the new growth reminded me of something. There was this plant outside. Like this plant I got from my sister. She gave it to me. It was like her friend's. It's like a jade plant. It's funny because I have, well, I don't know if that's jade, but that reminds me of jade. And my sister got me this jade plant, and when she first gave it to me, it was like really big and like really full. And like I had repotted it because, you know, it's like succulent. You can just pot it and it like grows roots and it continues to grow again, whatever. And I had it sitting on like on the dirt outside, like by my deck, whatever. And so I noticed like pieces of it started to, like, pieces of it went missing. And then what I realized basically is that the deer were eating it, and it like started to look like crap pretty much. And like they were eating all of the leaves. And so like I moved it. Like almost all of the leaves were gone. And it might have been the weather too, where like the leaves were just falling and whatever. So I moved it to another area on my deck. And it was like doing pretty good. It started having like little new growths, like little new sprouts. And I was like, cool, it's coming back to life, you know. But then like it was sitting out there during like all the storms and like all the rain and stuff. I'm in Cali, like it was like super crazy raining and storming and just like stupid weather. So then like I don't know. I also like sprayed it with something at the same time, so I don't know if it was the weather or like whatever I sprayed it with, because I was trying to keep the squirrels off of it. Like I think the squirrels were eating it, because I'm like, I don't think the deer can reach it, and now something else is eating it. And then so like it started, like everything fell off it. Like it looked like it was dead, and I was like, crap, I killed this plant, this beautiful jade plant, I killed it. But then fast forward to like a few days ago, like I started to notice that it had little sprouts, like little new growths growing on it again, and I was like, what? Like I was so surprised because like I really thought it was dead. Like the branches and stuff were all like shriveled, and it was just like, I was like, it's dead, it's done. But then it started growing like new little sprouts. And so this leaf, that new growth that I showed you, it reminded me of that. And but like when I was out there looking at the new growth, like it just made me think like of like metamorphosis and rebirth and the death card and tarot and like butterflies in their cocoon and how, you know, you might see a, I don't know, I don't think caterpillars are like the chrysalis are ugly, but it's like a transformation. I feel like it's more like the death card though, because like in my mind I was like, this thing is dead, like it's done for. Like I wasn't gonna throw it away, but I was like, it's dead. And then it started like growing again, and it made me think like, I don't know. Look, we have the butterfly here too. So it's like transformation. That's a good one. And I feel like that's what a lot of us are going through right now, like a big transformation. And you may be sitting in a time where you're like this is dead, this is done, like, or maybe you even, I don't want to say like you feel dead, but it's like you feel like a part of you is dying or has died. And like there may even be something that you have done for so long or that you like to do for so long, and like now all of a sudden you're like I hate this, like I don't want to do this. And it's like you're like, why don't I want to do this anymore? Why am I not enjoying life? Why isn't this working out for me anymore? And I feel like it's just like the death. It's like the death of the old us, the death of like old ways of thinking, death to like, I don't know, toxic behaviors. Even there may even be things like, I don't know, I don't want to like knock you if you like drink or smoke, but like maybe you smoke and you're like, this just like it's not fun anymore, like it's not doing anything for me. Maybe you're getting sick and like throat aches. Like this is what would happen to me like when I was smoking. And like, and it got to a point where I was like, I don't like having to be like dependent on something. You know, maybe you just do it for fun, but I know there are people out there. I know for me at a point in time, like I was very dependent on this, and I was like, I don't want to have to be dependent on it. And it just got to the point where like I would get sick, so it was kind of just like is it worth it, me doing this, like, you know, to enjoy the few moments of like, I don't know, happiness, fun, like whatever you feel when you smoke and do that stuff, you know? And it's like, is it worth it? Like, what I'm doing to my body, is this worth this? And I feel like there's just things in your life where it's like, it's kind of getting like redundant. And it's like, I don't know, you may feel like, even like if it's not that, there may be something in your life where like you enjoyed. Maybe you enjoyed, like for me, I don't know, I always liked making clothes and like kind of designing clothes, whatever, like restyling, revamping like thrifted clothes, and like I still enjoy that. But like when I go back to it, or like when I try to do these things like to make money off of it, like doing nails, I really enjoyed doing nails. Like that's why if you're wondering why my nails look the way they do, I used to have my nails done like all the time, and it kind of made my nails look like crap. Like they don't look horrible like they used to, but it definitely did a number on them from just like having them done all the time and taking them down and like, you know, like filing them and all that stuff. And it's like I used to really love doing nails. Like if my nails were like this, I'd be like, oh my god, I need my nails done, like I need to do my nails. And now it's to the point where I'm like, yeah, I would like to do my nails, but it's not that serious. It's not like number one on my list, you know? And even with like friends and family whose nails I did, like, you know, they'd ask me to do their nails and I'd be like, yeah, you know, like sure. But in my mind, I was like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like, it can get like tiring sometimes, you know? And it's like sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. And I was always thinking like what's wrong? Is there something wrong? Like, why don't I like to do this thing that I used to love doing? Like, I used to wake up early in the morning to like practice nails, and I do it all the time. And it's like now I just don't want to do that anymore. And I feel like it's just, I kind of, like, not had to dead it. I'm going to do nails again. I'm going to do my nails again. And when I do, I will show you guys. I'll record that for you because I need some more content. But, like, that's something I wanted to do on this channel, too. But, like, I want to be able to do nails when I want to do them and not, like, when I feel like I have to or need to. And I feel like that's, like, part of this rebirth. There may be some things that you once enjoyed and you just, like, don't enjoy it now. It could be a job. It could be even a person, a relationship, family members, even a friend, You may be like, I used to like this person, but now it's like, I don't know, there's just something about, like, maybe you realize something about a person and you're like, this used to be fun, it used to be cool, but now, like, we just don't resonate. And I feel like there's just a lot of things that you have to dead, like whether it's you and the things you're doing that no longer work for you, or if it's like the people that you're seeing that no longer work for you, the job that you're doing that no longer works for you, and you may be in a moment in your life to where you're just like, what is wrong? Why do I feel this way? Why am I unhappy? But in reality, there's some things that you need to dead. There's some things that you need to let go. Or you may be even in a time where you feel like you're, like, dead. Like, you're just quiet and you're, like, alone and you're in, like, hermit mode and you're just, like, you just want to, like, sleep all day. You just want to chill all day. And you're like, I don't want to do anything. Like, nothing makes me happy anymore. But it's just, like, plants, Like, there's I don't know if this is, like, true or if it's just me and how I take care of my plants. But I notice with some of my plants, like, they don't grow as much, like, in the colder seasons. And then once, like, summer comes and they start, like, growing and, like, looking good. And I feel like this could be something for you, too, if you're feeling down and, like, you just haven't been happy. There's also, like, seasonal depression, which, like, how can you be happy when it's, like, it looks like crap outside every day? Like, when it's raining every day and it's, like, horrible weather and it's, like, cold. I won't say freezing cold, but, like, if you're, like, little and skinny like me, the cold may affect you differently. And it's, like, you don't want to be outside, and it's like you just kind of want to be inside. But, like, when you're inside all day, you're not getting sunlight. Even if you're outside, you're still not getting actual sunlight, even if you are getting, like, the UV rays through the clouds. Like, when the sun's not out, it's just, like, kind of sad, And I feel like we're kind of all, I feel like there's, like, a collective energy to where you might, for whatever reason, you might just be going through this, like, rebirth, and you may be feeling unlike yourself, and things have been not like they usually have been. And you're kind of just like, what's going on? And you may be stressed out about it, and you may be trying to fight this, and, like, like, if you're feeling in, like, a hermit mode and you don't feel like you want to do everything, but you're like, I need to do something, I need to get up and I need to do this. Like, as long as you're, like, fulfilling your basic needs and doing the things that, are, like, gonna keep you alive and keep you, like, like, taking care of yourself. Like, as long as you're doing that, you need to still, like, give yourself the time to, like, sit there in that. Like, sit there in that peace and quiet, in that hermit mode, and kind of just, like, figure out. You may not even need to do anything. Sometimes it just gets to the point where, like, the sun comes out again and you're like, hey, I'm happy. I'm ready to go do this and ready to do this. And I feel like I want to do this again. And I feel like, I'm able to go do this now where I feel like I couldn't before. And it's like sometimes you just kind of have to wait for that to come. It's like the butterfly and the chrysalis and the cocoon or whatever. Like, sometimes you just need to, like, just wait for that moment. Like, you're in the darkness and, there's, like, as a butterfly and a chrysalis or whatever, it's like they can't just come out whenever they want, It's like you have to wait till you're ready, and then, and then you come out and emerge as a beautiful butterfly. And I feel like a lot of us have been fighting this, and like, you know, whether it's you're in a hermit mode and you're fighting to get out of it, you're fighting to go, you know, do stuff. Maybe you want to go do stuff with people and you get out and you're like, why did I come out and do this? Or you're fighting and you're like, I need to go work on something, or, you know, do this, and you go do it and you're like, why am I so drained? It's like sometimes you just need to sit in that hermit mode and just sit there and like relax and like reset kind of. And there's sometimes when we're in these modes, like there's reasons, there's some things that we need to acknowledge, like whether it's like getting rid of things that are no longer good for you. Maybe you don't realize that until you're in this hermit mode, you know. Sometimes you need to be in this hermit mode to realize, like once you're in your own energy, it's kind of like, okay, this is how my energy feels. And then sometimes you start adding things, or you start going places where other things come into your energy field, and you realize like, okay, why am I feeling like this once I go here? Why am I feeling like this when I do that? And it's something to show you that like your energy is changing, and this is affecting your energy this way, and this is affecting your energy this way. And sometimes that's there to show you that these things no longer need to be in your energy, or like these things do need to be in your energy. And it's like once you're alone in your own energy, that's like the only way for you to know that, you know. When you're constantly in other people's energy, or constantly around energies that aren't necessarily good for you, you can sort of feel drained or just feel unlike yourself. There was like relationships that I would be in, and I would start to feel like a lot of like anxiety, or like I would feel like sad a lot, or just like super like, I don't know, unlike myself. And I'd be like, why do I feel like this? Like, why am I always sad? Why am I always this? Why am I always this? And then it's like I would leave that person and I would feel like free from all that. I would feel happier and I would feel better, you know? And it's like being alone in your own energy lets you realize that, okay, this person was affecting me. That was affecting me, you know? And it's like sometimes you need that, because sometimes you don't realize how much people can affect your energy. And then as far as, you know, doing things that no longer are fun to you, you know, being in a job where maybe when you first started that job, you may have loved that job, and now you're to a point where you're like, why do I not want to get up every day and go to this job? Like, why do I feel like I hate this job when I once loved it? And you kind of have to look at your job and think, like, is this still like providing me with what I wanted originally? You know, maybe you're in a different position now and you're like, I don't like this anymore because I'm in this position, or I don't like this anymore because I've been working so hard and I haven't gotten a raise, or, you know, some things just don't resonate with your energy after a while. And once you start to feel okay, I don't know what just happened. That's funny because I was trying to figure out, like, let me see. We're still going. Are we good? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened because the video just stopped. And it's funny because I was like, let me pull a tarot card and, like, see. But I was like, I don't want to pull a tarot card because I'm going to be talking for a while. But, like, in the video shut off. So I was like, is that a sign I don't need to get a tarot card? But I don't know. This card is right here on the top. I can't see my camera, but let me. Yeah, so this card was at the top of the pile, if you can see. Hopefully that's zoomed in well enough for you. But it's the Divine Child, the Hierophant. And in Rider-Waite deck, the Hierophant is the way I see it is like a teacher, or it's like higher learning. I feel like it's kind of like the high priestess, where it's like an inner knowing. Well, maybe more like higher learning. Okay, and it's like in the image. It's kind of like I mean, I guess maybe he's the Hierophant. I don't really know what the definition of that word is. Maybe you can look it up. Maybe it's significant for you. You know, I'll just look it up right now. Okay. So the Hierophant, like the definition of it, is a person, especially a priest in ancient Greece, who interprets sacred mysteries or esoteric principles. Okay, so it says the Hierophant stands for righteousness, sacredness, hierarchical order, orthodoxy, and moral righteousness. He is an esoteric figure in contrast to the esoteric symbolism of the high priestess. So it's just like I was saying, I felt like it was like the high priestess, but it's, I don't know, that definition kind of confused me to where I was going with this. But I feel like it's basically, like I said, kind of like higher learning in a way. It's like knowledge about, I don't know, kind of like stuff behind the veil, I want to say. And seeing this card, I don't know, I feel like if you're watching this, like if you feel like you want to watch my tarot videos, that you, it gave me goosebumps, but like you have a bigger destiny than you think, than people around you tell you, you know, whether you're in like basic 9 to 5 job, whether you actually read tarot, like whatever it is that you do, you have this big destiny. And I feel like people with big destinies, they go through lots of deaths and rebirths, and that may be what you're going through right now. You may be going through a spiritual awakening where you feel like everything is just wrong, and like, why do I have to go through this, and like what's going on, and like what's happening. But it's like you're getting to the point, like you're about to emerge as a butterfly. Look at all the butterflies here. And then we have this one here. It's like it just goes with the message. Like there's a lot of healing going on. There's a lot of awakening going on in the collective, I believe, as well. And I feel like you, if you don't know, you're special. You're a highly favored. God, the universe, they chose you. Like you were one of the chosen ones, the divine child. Like you were put here on this earth for a reason. If you ever think like you're nothing, you're no one, you're somebody, okay? Like you're not just here for nothing. Like if you feel unloved, if you feel in your family like, it's making me emotional. Like if you feel like in your family like you're not loved and you're like the black sheep, you're not like everyone else, like that is not true. Like I feel like the black sheep in the family and the person who gets like no love, it's like because they're so different, because you're meant for a higher purpose. You're meant to ascend like beyond your family. You're meant to find your soul family. You're meant to even ascend, like help your family that you're with ascend through you doing whatever it is that you came here to do, and they see you do this and have this like purpose, and just you're special, okay? And whatever it is that you want to do in life that you are scared to do right now, or maybe you're just in a time where you feel like you can't do anything. I don't know, I feel like we all want to do things in life. Like me, since I was a child, like I remember I used to draw, and I remember drawing like as like an 8-year-old. I remember drawing little pictures of flowers, and I would sell them to like, I don't know, family friends for like a quarter, and I would be so happy, like, oh my god, like I could get a quarter for this like little picture. And it's like, I think it just goes to show like you're more than what you think you are. Like you put your talents, your whatever, you want to get on camera and you want to sing, you want to get on camera and just talk about nothing, you want to have a podcast, you want to make clothes and you think people don't like your clothes, you want to make drawings, you want to draw stuff you think like it's weird stuff to draw, like whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it, and you're literally put here to do that, you know? It's like the world needs more creatives, more artists, more people like us, because that's what the world is supposed to be like. We weren't all meant to come here and like work 40 plus hours a week, work 24 hours a day and just like die. Like how silly is that? That doesn't even make sense to me. It's never made sense to me of like going to school, like going to work, and like I'm like I feel like we were meant to live life and like like go outside and look at the trees and like enjoy the mountains, enjoy the views that like God has created, that has been put here in front of us by the universe. Like we were meant to enjoy this life and like all the God made things that it has to offer. We're not put here to like, you know, work our butts off and be stressed out about our job and be worried about what Karen thinks about us, and you know, like we're not meant to like work every hour of the day. Like what is the point of that? You know, like when you die you can't bring your Mercedes with you, can't bring your Gucci belt with you. Like we're put here to love and enjoy and live this life. So focus on that. If you feel like what you want to do in life is not normal, your family wants you to go to college and get a degree, like maybe you need that, but it's like there's so many things you can do in the world that do not require like, you know, going to college. They don't require you, you know, it's not, you don't have to be traditional. There's not just one way you can make it in life. There's multiple ways, especially in this day and age. There's so many things that you can do to make a living, to make yourself happy. You know, you don't have to just go to work and work 40 hours a week and retire and have a freaking 401k. Like you don't have to do that. It's like I sound depressed, but I'm just so like passionate about this because I believe it to be true, and I know you may too. Maybe you don't and you just stumble upon this, but I mean, I feel like if you're here, like you believe that too, and it's just a confirmation here, okay? I just feel like, you know, you can do whatever you set your mind to. I'm here making this video. I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's like this is what I want to do, and like I'm passionate about this. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, and it's like, you know, do what makes you happy. Do what you are passionate about because you can, okay? And like I could go on about this forever, so I'm gonna stop. I think dinner's here. I think my mom brought pizza. So I'm just making sure this is still recording. So last but not least, I'm gonna get this chakra wisdom card for you guys, for us, and like let's see what it's all about. Yeah, I just feel like that tarot card, it's like for creatives. You know, if you're in a family and you're like really passionate about like astrology, or really passionate about clothes, and your family's like, no, that's silly, you need to have a real job and you need to go to school and you need to do this, and like sometimes you do need to do that for a job you're passionate about, but sometimes you don't. And I just feel like you need to follow your dreams. Yeah, so let's see what chakra wisdom card will come out for us. So many of these always come out, and I'm just going to take both of them. Let's see what we got. I'm going to zoom in on this so you guys can see, but like I'm going to read it anyways. And it's going to be upside down, so like you probably won't be able to read it upside down, but I'll read it for you, okay? Okay, so we got the 7th chakra, crown chakra, selflessness. Excuse Excuse me. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. I feel like this is about, creation, and right now I feel like this applies to the reading. I feel like this is what I did today, helping. I hope I helped you guys with this message. I don't know, but like this is what I strive for in life, like helping others. Like I love to help people out. I love when people tell me like, "Oh my God, that reading you did for me, it was like perfect, like just what I needed to hear," And it's funny because I know it's zoomed in, but I have like this purple amethyst here, and I have the green plants and this green jade or whatever, and this butterfly that's like green and blue, and I feel like these are perfect colors. Okay, we have the I'm trying to like catch my breath. We have the 4th chakra, heart chakra, generosity. Generosity is sharing. I give myself freely, and I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can, and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both myself and others. I love both of these so much because I feel like, I feel like, at least for me, as a creative and doing what I want to do, this is kind of like explaining what I want to do, being generous and selfless, like speaking love and to other people, speaking love and light into people, and being of service to others by just like wanting to spread love and happiness. And you guys may be like that too, and you may wonder why like why can't I just do the things I want to do? Like I just want to spread love and happiness to people, And I feel like you can do that. Sorry, I just want to zoom back out. But, you can do that, and I feel like you will do that through your art, through whatever you create, through your music. Like, we need more people like that to be out here spreading love and peace and happiness, And I feel like doing what you love and what you truly are meant to do in this lifetime, that kind of gives that out to other people in the world too, letting them know like I can be myself and I can be love and like be in my truth and still make it in this world, And yeah, I feel like that's the message today, like just be love, spread love, stay positive, speak positivity into this world, and all in all, like do what you love. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. Like, that dream was put into your mind for a reason. Like I always say, if you can dream it, you can do it. Like, you don't feel that way about work for no reason. You don't feel that way about that situation, that person for no reason. There's a reason why you feel like this mentally and physically. Like, you just got to act on it. Take those baby steps that you can to put yourself in a position to do what you want to do, what you love to do, and pray about it if you need to, but like it's all gonna come to you at the right time. Divine timing, guys. Okay. Well, I love you all. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, I appreciate your time. Give the video a like and subscribe if you want. Turn on the notifications if you love me that much. You don't have to. You can even give this video a thumbs down if you hated it so much, but that wouldn't be nice. But, yeah. If you made it this far, that's a view, right? But anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. Peace.